Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Honorable members, we may now go on. Chairman of the committee, you may present the report now.
Right, Honorable Speaker. As indicated, the committee duly complied with Standing Order 217 and any other relevant law relating to the vetting of the Chief Justice. Right, Honorable Speaker, by way of welcome address, the minority leader raised some issues. Right, Honorable Speaker, all the issues raised by the minority leader have been dealt with by the committee in accordance with law. Right, Honorable Speaker, at the conclusion of the preliminary issues raised by the minority leader, the minority staged a walkout and indicated that the minority caucus has rejected the nominee and that the minority caucus hereby votes en bloc to reject the nominee, though at that material moment, the actual vetting had not commenced and we were not voting. Right, Honorable Speaker, thereafter, the committee proceeded to vet the nominee, and by the report, we can see the preliminary comments made by the nominee, his background, and the response to salient questions. Right, Honorable Speaker, the nominee was asked questions such as the perceived nomination by the president as reward. He provided answers to that. Questions like duration of presidential election petition, cost of litigation and access to justice, regional access to Court of Appeal, empaneling of judges at the Supreme Court, addressing backlog of cases and delays in justice delivery, judicial leadership, and managing dissent views. Cases involving remand prisoners and congestion in our prisons. Establishment of Court of Appeal for the 5 northern regions. Restoration of public confidence in the judiciary. Addressing perception of corruption on part of the judiciary. Reintroduction of electronic case management system. Appointment of judges and judicial independence. Curbing public suspicion of executive overreach in judicial appointment. Judicial reforms an institution of development, propriety of proceedings with a vetting process, case management and judicial administration. Right, Honorable Speaker, I will urge the Hansard Department to capture the entire report as having been read, and I would read the recommendation and the conclusion of the committee. Right, Honorable Speaker, by way of recommendation, the committee recommends to the House, by majority decision, the approval of the nomination of Justice Paul Bafo-Boni for the appointment as Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Right, Honorable Speaker, all the new patriotic members of the committee, minority, indicated before the vetting that they have voted against the nominee. Right, Honorable Speaker, the committee acting in accordance with the provisions of Article 1441 of the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana and Order 217 of the Standing Orders of Parliament, duly examined the nominee submitted by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana for appointment as Chief Justice. Upon careful deliberations, the committee knows that the nominee demonstrated outstanding competence a very deep knowledge of the law and a firm grasp of the judicial ethics. He addressed questions posed by the committee with professionalism, clarity, and intellectual rigor, reflecting his capacity to uphold the independence, integrity, and dignity of the highest court of the land. The committee is satisfied that the nominee possesses the requisite qualification, judicial temperament, and commitment to constitutional values expected of Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. In conclusion, all the members of New Patriotic Party, minority, were opposed and indicated from the onset before vetting that they are voting against the nomination of the Chief Justice nominee, and subsequently walk out of the proceedings after the preliminary remark by the Honorable Minority Leader on behalf of the Minority Caucus. The committee therefore recommends to the House by majority decision the adoption of the report of the approval of Justice Paul Bafo-Boni as Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Right, Honorable Speaker, I so submit.
Honorable members, the motion has been moved. Any seconder?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion, ably read by the chairman of the committee. Mr. Speaker, the we had a public hearing which was scheduled and held on the 10th of November. The nominee, Justice Paul Bafo-Boni, was present, and he responded to the questions that the members of the committee actually posed to him. Mr. Speaker, as Chairman rightly said, he demonstrated actually posed to him. Mr. Speaker, as Chairman rightly said, he demonstrated his deep knowledge of the law and the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, his background, knowledge, and experience left us in no doubt that he is actually the right person for the job. Mr. Speaker, his exceptional vision of the judiciary and what he intends to do when this House approves his nomination was quite exceptional. As the Chairman rightly said, I will urge this House to approve the nomination of Justice Paul Bafo-Boni. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much.
Honourable members, the motion has been moved and seconded. It's now for the consideration of the House. At conclave this morning, we agreed that we will take 2 members from each side, from the group that we refer to as backbenchers. So 2 backbenchers from each side of the House. They have submitted, your leaders have submitted the names to me, and I'll refer to them. Then the middle belt will have a member each, and the front bench, the ship will have a member each, and then the leaders will conclude. So we are having 5 from each side of the House. The backbenchers have 5 minutes each. 5 minutes each. The middle belt, 7 minutes. And then the ship, 10 minutes, and the leaders, 15 minutes each. This was the understanding at conclave. Since the motion was moved and seconded from the majority side, we will now listen to a backbencher from the minority, and there are 2 members presented as backbenchers. Honorable Anthony Imia, and then Honorable Sami Awuku. So either Anthony Imia or Sami Awuku will start. 5 minutes. Yes, Minority Leader.
Speaker, with respect, thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, we are going by the agreement, except to say that when we are sending the list to you, we proposed to take our list in a certain order, but it will still comply 5 each for the back bench, the middle bench, and then the ship and the leader. So, Mr. Speaker, if you check, Mr. Speaker, so if you check the list we gave, the ship, we yielded to Honorable Animedu to start his 10 minutes for the ship allocation. He yielded to him. And then we have Honorable Tampuli for the middle, which is the 7 minutes. And then after him, our backbench 5-5. So that is how we would end our side. So we would plead with Mr. Speaker to go by the order that we wrote, but still complies with our agreement without any change.
Honorable members, I've been told that the order they want to contribute to the debate is to go by the numbers that they have presented to me, starting from 1 to 5. If I'm to go by that, 1 is Honorable Enyumedu Kwame Entry, and I'm told he is to have 10 minutes. So, Honorable, you may do so now.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm grateful for the report that is ably presented to the House by the chairman of the committee, Honorable Ehiafo. Amongst the things that the First Deputy Speaker had told Ghanaians are that the new patriotic party members on our side, before we could do or finish the vetting, had indicated, I chose my words correctly, before we could conclude, before we could conclude the vetting, had indicated that we were going to vote en bloc. What the chairman refused to tell this House and Ghanaians are the reasons that we had adduced for voting against the nominee. We indicated at the committee that we're going to vote against the nominee. Mr. Speaker, amongst the other things that we have stated are that there are 7 separate proceedings at the various jurisdictions, inclusive of the High Court, the Supreme Court, and the ECOWAS Court. Mr. Speaker, Ghana is a member of ECOWAS and a very serious member of ECOWAS. Under the ECOWAS, we have the ECOWAS Parliament, we have the ECOWAS Court, and Mr. Speaker, we must respect the court. What would happen if all these cases that are pending before the courts, they decide and they go against the government? Mr. Speaker, Attorney General, as at now, had not, in most of the cases, had not filed anything challenging the issues at stake. All we are saying is that, Mr. Speaker, under normal circumstances, we have the Chief Justice of the land, and if the seat is vacant, we must have someone to occupy the seat. It must be something that we should do with joy. It must be something that every Ghanaian must be interested. But, Mr. Speaker, the very basis that is giving rise for the vacancy of this seat is challenged. The very basis is what we are saying, that it is pending at the various courts. So it has not arisen for us to challenge or to go through the vetting and vote for another member occupy that seat.
Honorable member, please, you may move to another issue. I have already pronounced on this matter. I won't go back. If you are dissatisfied with my pronunciation, my ruling on the matter, by our rules, you know what to do. You cannot come through the back door. Go through the front door and come properly to this house. You may move to another issue.
I'm grateful, Mr. Speaker. I respect you and I respect your ruling, Mr. Speaker. I wouldn't challenge that. I'll move on, Mr. Speaker. Save that, Mr. Speaker, I'm not challenging. I just wanted that is our view, and that is what I expected the chairman to inform the House and to Ghanaians. But I'll go on. Mr. Speaker, amongst the other things that we seek to tell Ghanaians is that the very person, Mr. Justice Bafubani, stands conflicted, because the very person that is occupying a seat is sitting under a number of cases to determine the old Chief Justice whether it is right or wrong for the person to be seated. And that's we say member, that he is conflicted.
Honorable member, please. You are a highly respected legal luminary. You were lecturing law at the university. You are now a member of Parliament, and you carry a lot of respect. What you are submitting now is at the wrong forum. That is at the wrong forum. And so please, I will just advise that you move to another issue, because you know what to do. The issue you are raising, not here. Please.
Mr. Speaker, I'm very grateful. Mr. Speaker, I accept to plead with you, Mr. Speaker. I thought that we on this side of the House, Mr. Speaker, on your left, would want to tell you and Ghanaians why we had indicated that we were voting en bloc. Mr. Speaker, it has nothing to challenge. It has nothing to challenge your reasons. And Mr. Speaker, we have, this is the Parliament of Ghana. And Mr. Speaker, this is a very serious...
Honorable member, please, I'm happy that you know that this Parliament of Ghana. And so, if you have a matter before the National House of Chiefs, you don't move to talk about your case before the National House of Chiefs at the meeting of the caucus of the youth. Please, that is a different forum. You know what to do. Please.
Mr. Speaker, I'm grateful. Mr. Speaker, what I pursue to be my duty here, Mr. Speaker, is to urge it out to Ghanaians why we have taken a stand. Amongst the other things is that, Mr. Speaker, we see this practice. This is very serious, that the executive is controlling Parliament and Ghana. Mr. Speaker, the executive...
Honorable member.
The executive...
Honorable member. Please. The statement you just made is a very serious statement. As I sit here, please, There is no executive that can control me. I want to assure you.
Right, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I pray thee. Maybe I didn't make myself clearer. But what I mean, Mr. Speaker, is that, and Mr. Speaker, I think I need your protection.
Honorable members,
Mr. Speaker, what I mean by what I've said.
Please, I'm in charge. I will allow the debate to flow within the remit of our rules, our practice, and our conventions. And in fact, I made that known at the meeting at the conclave. Your leaders are aware. But I must apply the rules. If not, my presence here is of no use to the whole country and to the practice of democracy. Please, so I'm very, very careful with what I do. You may go on.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm guided. Mr. Speaker, the point I would want to make here is that there are three arms of government: the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature. And Mr. Speaker, what's our side of the House?
Honorable members, please, I have taken note of all the interjections, and he has 10 minutes. So I'm looking at the 10 minutes, and I'm deducting all the interjections from his 10 minutes. So either you keep your cool, listen, and when it's your turn, you put across your own views, or we stay here till midnight. I will not take any minute from his 10 minutes. So please, you may go on.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Amongst my 10 minutes, I may want to plead, Mr. Speaker, may I remind the House of Article 115 of the Constitution. And I read, Mr. Speaker, there shall be freedom of speech, debate, and proceedings in Parliament, and that freedom shall not be impeached or questioned in any court or place out of Parliament. With the end of proceedings. Just a reminder. What I am saying, Mr. Speaker, is that
you just read the provision. It says it shall not be questioned in any place out of Parliament or where? Court. We are in the House here. So here it can be questioned here.
Mr. Speaker, now that I am guided that when a parliamentarian is speaking, one can gag the person, I take note.
Please,
Mr. Speaker.
Please, honorable member.
Mr. Speaker, it will get to other people.
Don't mislead the public. Please.
Mr. Speaker, I need your protection.
Honorable member, I will protect you, but don't mislead the public. We do not say gag the member, but you read the provision 115. Please, this is an opportunity for many to learn, and many of our citizens are listening to us. I want to read it carefully. 115, there shall be freedom of speech, debate, and proceedings in Parliament, and that freedom shall not be impeached or questioned in any court or place out of Parliament. So, as I preside here, I can question your freedom of speech applying the rules, but I cannot go out of Parliament to question it or go to court to question it. But here in session, that freedom is open to question or to impeachment. Please, the rules are clear even in our standing orders.
Mr. Speaker, the point I am making is that on our side, we believe that one arm of government is controlling another arm of government. And in this case, the executive is controlling the judiciary. By this act, Mr. Speaker, the act of where there is the head of judiciary, that judiciary is removed, and that had not been exhausted. And these matters are pending before various courts. The 7 cases that are pending, Mr. Speaker, I can go ahead and then mention it. Mr. Speaker, amongst other things.
Please, I've taken note. I've taken note of your time. The majority leader is on his feet. Please, what is the issue? I've taken note of your time, please. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, our standing orders in Order 1, 2, 3 clearly prescribes the content of a speech. And 1, 2, 3, 2 says that a member shall not use offensive, abusive, insulting, blasphemous, or unbecoming words on a member or any other person, or impute improper motives, or impugn the integrity of a member or any other person. Mr. Speaker, he has said that the executive, that is the president, essentially. When you say the executive, you are talking about the president. He has said that the president, the executive, Mr. Speaker, for a member to say on the floor that the president is controlling the judiciary, when the president has sworn an oath before this House to uphold and defend the Constitution. And the Constitution does not make provision.
PENDREAM TV now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.